Okay, we are going to do a math problem, and if you guys can handle it, we'll move on to another one. But this one should take about 5 to 7 minutes, okay?
We're doing fractions, like we've been doing in class. Addition and subtraction of fractions. We all feel comfortable with that? You do it? Awesome. So you got a word problem here. So everyone take a couple seconds, read it to yourself. Put your pencil in the air when you're done reading. Alright, everyone good? Yeah. Okay, so who can tell me what this problem's about? What are you trying to find out?
About what the fraction of the box is left.
Okay. And who can tell me what the fractions in the problem represent? Just go around.
The box of cereal.
What about the box of cereal?
How much they ate.
How much they ate,
Yeah.
right? So it gives us how much they ate, but we need to know how much is left. So who thinks they have an equation for how we can find out? What should we find out first?
Think you have one?
Oh, we should find out what 1/4 what 1/4 plus 3/8 is.
Okay. So how would we write that?
So what should I write as an equation?
1/4.
1/4.
To find out what the it would be, make it the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if
Like
you were doing this
1/4.
problem on your paper, what would you write as the equation?
Just the first step. What would your equation be?
1/4 times 2.
Y times 2.
Because it would turn the 4 into 8, and I'd make it equivalent fractions.
Okay.
Okay. So 1/4 times 2, or what do I multiply by 2? Just the whole thing?
Yeah,
So what would that
Wait.
equal?
that'd equal 2/8.
Okay. Wait, why?
Because you have to do 2.
What do I do to the top?
You times it by 2.
Okay, so I multiply the numerator by 2
And the denominator
and the
by
denominator by 2. Okay. And that will equal
2/8.
2/8. Okay. So what does this 2/8 represent?
How much? 8.
Yeah.
What do we do next?
Then we add how
Courtney
much
and
Kim has
Kim.
eaten and
Okay, so why don't y'all
Okay.
write the equation and solve on your paper. And then once you find out how much they've eaten, what should you do next? Well,
Find out
first
how much
solve
they have
that.
left.
Solve that. Yeah.
I got it.
Okay. Alright, once you have how much is eaten, what should you solve for next?
How much
Is
of
left.
Alright. Why don't you all go ahead and try an equation to find out how much is left? What fraction of the box is left? I did that right. Hang on, actually, we'll talk for a second. You're looking for a fraction answer. Do you have an answer? We're looking for a fraction answer. Who thinks they have an answer?
I'm not like confident about it.
Once you have an answer, put your thumb up.
Doesn't have to be you're super confident.
Yeah,
If you've got a fraction answer.
I'm not super confident, but
We're looking for the fraction of the box.
I feel like we've done this before.
No, your answer should be less than 1. We are looking for an answer less than 1. You want to talk about it? Get some ideas?
Okay,
got it.
Caleb, what do you think your answer represents?
My answer is what box is left.
Okay.
Okay.
So how much? So you found out there is how much that they ate.
3/8.
How much did they eat though?
5/8.
Okay. So once you got 5/8, what'd you do next?
Then I knew we had to have one whole, and then minus the 5/8, and then that was 3/8.
Okay. So what did your number sentence look like? Did it look like that?
You said 1 whole minus 5/8.
Yeah, but mom was like 8/8. It can be 1.
Okay.
Okay, so we know 8/8
8/8
is equivalent to 1. And then we can
Minus 5/8.
5/8. And then what'd you get?
3/8.
3/8.
Alright, does everyone see how I did that?
Yes.
Now I saw some people with the number 16. So what were y'all trying to do with 16?
Because this is 16.
Kim and Courtney
Ounces.
shared
Oh,
it.
I see. It's one. It's like
Okay.
one
It's
box.
1 whole box
Okay.
is
Okay.
60 ounces. So if it said how many ounces are left in the box, how would we do that? You guys have any ideas?
You do 16 minus 5/8.
16 minus 5/8?
Let's see what that would get us. So you're saying
I'll give us 15.
we do
3/8.
16 minus
What do y'all think about that?
5/8.
I don't
No.
know.
No.
Oh.
So they have 3/8 of a box of cereal, right? Left. So they have, how many ounces are in a box of cereal? Right, so if they have 3 ounces of a box of cereal, they have 3/8 of 16 ounces. So how do we write that as a number sentence?
Oh, 3/8. Oh, so we gotta do 3/8. Oh.
So do you guys remember doing these problems in math on
Yeah.
your slates? So let's try to remember how we draw it out if you need to.
Yeah, we've been drawing a lot of pictures of these in class.
Do you remember drawing out on your slate? If you don't have to draw it, you don't, or if you can just write it as an equation, that's fine. But if it helps
I
to
got
draw
the
it,
answer now. I did the 3/8 of 16.
Okay.
okay, keep it there.
You think you can draw a picture, you can do some math.
I need to write my name right.
Yeah, you can write your name on top.
All right, let's see. Adrian, whenever you're done, give me a thumbs up.
You think you got an answer? All right.
Adrian, can you
I
go up
see
to the
some.
board and show us what you drew? Because I don't see anybody else drawing like you drew. So I
Eight
think it
seconds
would help
drawing what
us
we were
to
drawing
look
in
at what you
class.
drawn. Here you go. You can use this.
We can talk about yours in a second. What are you drawing, Adrian? Can you tell us?
I'm drawing circles to
Okay.
represent the 16.
Okay.
Ounces.
Then I just circled 3 groups.
Okay, so how many circles did you draw?
16.
Okay.
And how many groups total?
8.
Right? Because that's our denominator. And then you circle
Okay.
how many?
3.
That's the
Okay.
numerator. So what's your final answer?
3.
3.
I see 6 circles.
So let's count how many circles.
There we go. 6. And what's our unit?
Oh, yeah.
6
Yeah.
what?
Ounces.
Ounces, right?
I did my math wrong.
Uh-oh. So what did you do over here?
I accidentally added instead of multiplied.
No.
But
We're
but,
looking
but it was
for-
only on one step. It was only
Okay.
on one step,
Okay.
so-
We're,
Well, you
oh,
found
it
it.
means we're looking for multiplication.
How do you
I
feel,
got
like,
it.
Connor?
I got it.
Good.
Do you get that?
Did you do what Adrian did, or did you do something
I
different?
did something different.
You want to
Show
go up and
us
show
what you
us?
Yeah, he did like whatever.
You can use the blue marker.
Okay, so. Wait, can I erase this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, just leave it up. Just draw it over
Okay.
there.
Um,
There you go. Yeah, that's fine.
let's see. What was the
You want to see your paper?
Yeah. Okay, so it was 3/8
Mm-hmm.
of 16,
Okay.
and I knew 8 was the denominator, and I did 16 times 3, and so I did it stacking, and I knew 6 times 3 is 18, and I carried my 1. I knew 3 times 1 would be 3, and added the 1 would be 4. I got 48, and I knew 48 could go into 48 6 times, so I knew it'd be 6 holes. So it'd be 6 ounces.
Wait, did you say what can go into 48?
8 can go into
There we
48
go.
6 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good
That
thinking.
makes sense. Did anyone do it differently?
Yep, I
You did it differently? Alright, let's see what you did, Riley.
I might have done the same way Riley did.
Let's see. Riley will draw his, and then you can tell us if you did the same thing.
Go. Go.
Can you get through?
It's right there. It's open.
You gotta get paper.
There we go.
you explain what you did?
Okay, I did 16 divided by 8, and they gave me 2, and then I did 2 times 3, and that equals 6.
Can you explain with more words and less numbers? So,
Why you did
what
that?
is the 16 and what is the 8?
Like, the 16 was how many ounces it was,
Okay.
and I divided by the denominator.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that kind of the same as Aiden's drawing, where he has
Yeah.
16 and he's divided it into 8 groups of 2? So I
Okay.
see 16 divided into 8 gives us groups of 2. And then what do you do next?
And then I multiplied it by the numerator.
Okay. And if you show us Adrian's drawing, what is that in Adrian's drawing? What step is that?
Pretty much, it was whenever you counted up all of the circles.
Is that when he circled 3 groups of 2?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
All right, good job.
I basically did the same thing.
You did the same thing?
Just like set it up differently. And,
All right, well, you guys did awesome. Thank you for your
Good
help.
work.
and we did this